I viewed sustainable living as something incredibly difficult. I thought it required an enormous amount of time and money. It seemed like this living would not take into account my problems, so why would I care? It just seemed like I need to sacrifice too much. I also didn't know what kind of effects climate change has. Even the name global warming did not sound threatening to me. Climate is changing, so what? Yes, I was aware of hurricanes and wildfires in America, heat waves in Europe, food and water shortages somewhere else. However, all of that has nothing to do with Ukraine. Seems like it's a safe zone in here. Will it always be a safe zone? Of course not. But I still didn't act. You see, anywhere I heard about climate change, I only heard yelling, blame, doom and gloom. It seemed like I, as an individual, could make no difference. So I would like to feel at least some level of positivity. It's been proven that people who are hopeful, not worried, are more likely to act. But to me so far, there was nowhere to start and no reason to. Until 10 months ago, when I tried something that got me into sustainable living. That is, when I watched a documentary about veganism. Only because the description said it was about vegan bodybuilders, which was insane to me. Yet, it turned out to be so inspiring that I became a vegetarian, along with my mom, who watched it too. And you know what? It turned out to be easier than I expected. The only preparation it requires is just recipes to cook. And loads of those can be found on the internet. And the best part is, it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't need artificial meat to be a vegetarian. You don't need to eat only grass. You can go on eating ordinary products, that is, rice, buckwheat, mushrooms, eggs, and all the greens and vegetables in the world. Once I stopped eating meat, I truly discovered all the fruits and vegetables out there. As it turns out, milk, fish, and meat are not as crucial to us as we were told, for I feel better than I did, and my mom too. Now, how did this documentary make us act? It was the approach. It proved that even by improving my health, I helped the environment. And that's easy. It also mentioned what effects the livestock industry has. For example, did you know that animal agriculture accounts for more greenhouse gas emissions than all the planes, trains, and automobiles put together? Also, 13,000 liters of water are needed to produce just 1 kilo of beef. For the same amount of wheat, it's just 1,000 liters. And okay, let's say you drink 2 liters of water per day. You would drink those 13,000 liters for 18 years. 18! So a plant-based diet is largely beneficial to the planet and animals, but most importantly, to ourselves. And here is the thing. Once I started with the intention to make my life better, I later wanted to do more, to learn and contribute more. It became a lifestyle I want to follow. And then I researched what else I can do. Is there another simple option as a plant-based diet turned out to be? The answer is yes, and that is slow fashion, when you buy less but better quality or shop secondhand. And I think this is an underrated solution, because the fashion industry is the second largest polluter in the world, just after oil. And it's much easier to affect fashion, isn't it? Another shocking fact: 10,000 liters of water are needed to make a single pair of jeans. These are my only jeans and I wear them all the time. But seriously, 10,000 liters! That's enough for you to take shower every day for 6 months or drinking that water for 14 years. This is just crazy for a pair of jeans. And the production process is pretty dirty too. Just to show you how much water it pollutes, that is the river in China. They even say that you can predict the color of the next fashion season just by looking at the river. And so overall, slow fashion turned out to be pretty easy too. It just saves you time and money, I can say that for sure. And so these two solutions, veganism and slow fashion, are not only simple. They benefit both me and the environment. It's a win-win. That's how they got me into sustainable living. And I don't stop on that. I dive more and more into this lifestyle, and I love it. That all is great, but as my friend asked, do you really think you make a difference? Now, researching climate change, not only have I found solutions, but I also understood one important thing about this global issue, the one that made me act. It is enough to start by doing something simple from a single individual. As they say, think globally, act locally. Start improving your lifestyle. Then the chain of consequences will go up and up until it reaches the global level. And there, industries are going to change. And here is the thing about these so-called giants. It is up to us, customers, to decide how powerful that industry is. And on that global level, your action improves not only you or the environment, but it can also resolve many other global issues, as for example, food and water shortages, low air quality, and poverty. Because global issues are interconnected. Their solutions are too. Improving living conditions in developing countries automatically means fighting climate change. We see places with patterns of extreme weather experiencing hunger. The fashion industry impacts the lives of people in Bangladesh, India, and China, and not for good. But we can change it. So, as it turns out, there is so much we can do about climate change. And we have so many reasons to do it. And that's easy. Because we don't need a handful of people doing it perfectly. We need millions doing it imperfectly. We can make Earth a better place for all of us. Improve ourselves. Isn't it beautiful to participate in something like this? Thank you.